Hello.
Good evening.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Okay, we on. Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. My name is Tawanna Francis. I am your host. I have a great show for you today. Today is Creative Monday, and my guest on the show today is Miss Regina Robinson Davis. She is the founder of Grandma Hands, an outreach program she started in Huntington, New York. She is a faithful daughter of God, woman of God. She is a mother, a grandmother, and she is my friend. Please help me welcome Regina. Hey,
Well,
Regina.
God
How are you
bless you.
today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for the invitation. It's been a beautiful day today and continue to go forward and prosperous on this day. Thank you for inviting me.
You are so welcome. I just want to thank you for always showing up for me and always supporting me with all I do. Um, so Regina, you are the founder of Grandma Hands. Can you tell us a little bit about Grandma Hands and how and why you started it?
Yes, I can. Grandma's hands is just a love that you have forth that is it just continuing to represent the kindness and the goodness that my grandmother has set forth, and it's just residing. And so, Grandma's hands is a bouquet of flowers or anything that's prosperous to go around to just show appreciation to the caregivers or people involved that give back, to just show unconditional love, so that those goes forth in the hospital, the nursing homes, the rehabilitation centers, and your community businesses, because your community businesses also reach out to those in need, so it just show appreciation to them and love. So let's extend it out to go forth just to show appreciation to all God's children.
Wow. Great. That is so good. Excellent. And you talked about unconditional love. I heard you say that a few times.
Yeah.
Um, can you tell me what do you do in the community other than Grandma Hands to show unconditional love?
As we go forth, yeah, as we go forth, we all come together, and if we realize it or not, we all come together in conversation of just a simple hello. So if you go out and just say hello and continue to hold forth to each of God's children, that is just to give them significance, to hold and embrace them, to keep them encouraged, to keep moving forward. Anything in need that you come forth that you can see visibly with your eyes that you can do, a simple hello is what we could do. So as you go forth, you continue to go hello. You try to help those that are in your community and also in your church, in your school, so you reach out to them, with just simple things, and that's the basically through God's love. And as you go forth, if you read in John 3:16, he conditionally always conditionally loves you no matter what goes forth, so you continue to go forward. And like I said, the simplicity of it is just the word love as you go forth to reach out to one another, no matter where we are.
Okay. Okay, that is great, Regina. That is so good.
Mm.
Um, you know, I hear you talking a lot about God, and I know you are a woman of God. Um, we attended the same church in
Yes,
Huntington,
yes.
although we didn't meet there, but we attended the same church, so I know that you are a woman of God. I know you were sharing with me some time ago about a time in your life when you had to stand in your faith. Would you like to share that with everybody?
Yes, I can. And it's just with your faith and continue to go forward. God has just has revealed himself, and just continue to remain faithful in Him with your faith, hope, and love. But through that, uh, when that came forth, um, really had to dig down really deep and just ask God just to help me. And August 9th of 2017, um, I was very ill. And because of this, I had three major infections in my left leg, and the
Mhm.
doctors didn't know what to do. They tried to remove the infection and things that they see. They did not know what to do, and in their hands they did not know, and they didn't know what to say or how to treat this infection. Basically through their medical studies. And from my awareness, because I was unconscious for the first 3 days, but on the third day I started to rise. I started to open up. I started to speak. And they looked and it was like no way. And they just like certain things that couldn't happen, that shouldn't have happened because I should not be speaking to you right now because they wanted to sign a death certificate. They wanted to amputate the leg. They wanted to just say that there was no kind of hope that was going forth. But as you come together and as through your church members, through the power of prayer comes forth. They all got together from all countries. There's father, as far as I know, is from Africa coming into the states, United States of America here. They all come together and they prayed. They prayed, they prayed, they prayed, and that prayer came forth because God heard them. Because I'm standing forth to you today as a living witness that prayer works, God's healing works, there's the faithfulness that you stay in Him and you continue to go forward. It does work. It does. As a true believer, I stand forth in front of you to this day
Mhm.
because there's so many different stories and testimonies I could tell to you, explain to you. But the first and foremost thing, they what they said about the leg, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know the medical study. They did not know what to do, and they just looked at the foot because they saw no blood coming out of the foot. The only thing, they were just taking flesh. There was nothing coming out. They didn't know what to do. Um, just as on a regular realm, they treated the symptoms of diabetes, which they knew, but as far as this foot wound, they did not know. And till this day, even going through treatments, it was also saying there was a small percentage of this type of injury that I have, this healing that would not happen. It was a small percentage, under 19%. But God is a true healer. I'm standing in front of you that the foot is healed. I just have a small little piece left, just the healing by the crest where you step down and you walk, and that will be able to go forth. But within a year's time, not 2 years' time, not 3 years' time, in a year's time. So I thank the Lord just for what He has done doing that. And just like I said, just continue to stay faithful. Do not give up. He is there. He is right by your side. And continue to go forth. But continue to pray. Continue to stay prayerful. And he
Okay. And that's what you would tell somebody going through a similar situation. Because we all have our battles with health and God and faith and not only in health but in other things. Um, what would you say to somebody who is going through something right now that may need an encouraging word? Okay.
um continue to we all have our meanings as we come forth to God. We all have our understandings that we come through God. What got me through this particular situation was my relationship with God. So if if you have a relationship with God, sit down and continue to talk to Him and guide Him and direct you. But if you're not have a true relationship with God, or not I'm not saying not a truthful, but not a full relationship with God, that you understand certain things, you sit down and you just ask Him. You ask Him what to reveal, and you ask Him when it goes forth, because there's a reason and a purpose that things go forward. And continue to stay faithful. Continue to educate yourself in His Word and learn what's going forth. But as just a word of encouragement, things have gone forth. I'm standing right in front of you. I am not making up any stories. I'm not doing anything. I'm standing in front of you. I can show you. I have documented uh, situations that have gone forth, and just with those things, like I said, I should not be standing here in front of you to this day right here. So I just said, continue to believe and continue to trust in God. Continue to stay forward, and now all Christians that are believers, they understand and they know, but come forth and just speak to him and just stay encouraged, because no matter what, we all go through trials and tribulations. Not everything is always good, but there's a reason for all our experiences. We go through experience to go forth, to strengthen us, to guide us, because if we not, we would not be speaking to one another. So it's continue to go forth in what God is saying.
Yes. Okay. Okay. That is so good. That is so good. What a word of encouragement. I created this platform for just that, just to encourage one another.
Yeah.
Um, with so much going on in this world, we need encouragement. We need people that have been through things and that can come up here and stand in front of us and tell us that, there is still hope. God is still in the miracle making business.
Yes, he is.
Stand in your faith, and things shall get better.
Yes.
And I believe that. I believe that, and
Yes.
and my whole heart. I've been through a lot in my days as well, Regina, and it's been a lot of times that I had to stand on faith, and through standing on faith, I got through it, and I know it was only through the grace of God
Yes.
that I have gotten through it.
And
Um, Go
that
ahead.
is so true. That is so true. And as we have, God has connected us together, and we express this through several conversations. But your transparency that you set forth, and the platform that you set forth in all our women that we have come in contact with, you have, like I said, you have always encouraged me, always give me strength, because the things that were revealed, the things that were said, you're like, wow, you sit back and you're like, if she make it, yes, we could all make it. We could all go through. We could all unite one another, and to encourage one another, to draw strength. That is all God's will, because there's a will. There was not. I can't explain how he has brought presence together, and through this conversation, people are going forth, people are drawing strong. So I hope every word that comes forth resonates in all their hearts, because that's a true testimony. Once they hear all that transparency, is, oh, that's all God's willing. God bless you on that one.
Thank you, thank you. And before we close, because we're just about to the end, I want to ask you if I know you said you was also doing some other outreach in the community, and I know you want to talk about getting donations or whatever it is that your outreach at Huntington, I'm sorry, at Mount Calvary Holy Churches of Huntington. Um, you want to share a little bit about that? We're winding down, but I would like to just give you the opportunity to share a little bit.
Thank you so much. Well, in Mount Calvary, we go forth in the outreach ministries that we go forth in all those that come together. We all come together, and we continue to have faith, hope, and love. We continue to encourage one another. So at this time, we have developed our blessing bags, and our blessing bags have personal hygiene items in these blessing bags that we try to give to individuals that are homeless or outside in the shelter, and during the times of we're looking at all seasons now, not just like when it gets cold, but personal items like personal little mouthwash, toothbrush, toothpastes, washcloths, hand warmers, and we're looking at socks and hats and gloves. But those just little items that go forth to keep one another as we go forth, as we're out here in these elements, to keep them safe, to keep them warm. So we're just looking for those items to go forthly out, and we're going forth through the season. But now, as it's getting cold, we're just looking for those kind of donations that are going forth. Also, we're looking at use coats to go out and to distribute to those that are in need of coat during this time. And just little, just those small little personal items at this particular time that we're going forth in our outreach ministry, as we're going forth to go out on the highways and the street levels in the community to look. And then also, it's not just because of, we understand the holidays. We're going forth with holidays, with Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we all understand it, a need of a hand that goes forth out, but really to have continuity, because we have to unite together in our communities. We have to bring our families back together in unity. So this is what's going forth, to bring the families together, no matter what's going forth, good or bad, to bring them together. So this is what our outreach mission is going forth in the house of Mount Calvary, Holy Church of Huntington, and the blessing that you also been through. You know how we go forth. So this is what we're looking forward to, and keep them established.
Okay, thank you so much, Regina. I just want to thank you again for showing up for me, for coming out and being a part of the show. You are always welcome to come back. You are always welcome to come back, share your story, inspire us. And I just want to congratulate you again on Grandma Hand's such an awesome, awesome outreach program.
Yes, it's God's blessing. But I say thank you to you. Thank you for your word that comes forth. Thank you for your passion that goes forth to spread forth and continue to touch each and every woman that goes forth, each and every child. It's a living witness that goes forth. And I just say thank you, because this avenue has opened up and to express and to bring forth things that we might not say on a regular basis, but we're coming forth now to be encouraged and to be inspired. So I say thank you to do, and God bless you. Thank you for this avenue and this venture.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you again. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Tune in again tomorrow for Tell Your Story Tuesday, when I will have another awesome guest and another awesome show. As always, stay true to yourself, follow your dreams, and have a beautiful evening. Good night, everybody. Mwah. I
Good
love
night.
you all.
Thank
I
you.
love you all.
Good night. God bless.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.